This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. Oh. Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the LinkUp podcast with your hosts, Mr. King and Kana.
Man's not hot. Yo, no, it's really not hot though. It's cold. It's cold. But yeah, good day, everybody.
I feel like that's one thing we could all agree on in this country though. Is these days it's definitely not been hot.
The weather need to chill.
Like I see last night at some point it dropped below. Like it was below zero, and like when I was walking back because I had to pick up my friend from the train station and thing. When I was walking back, some of the little puddles and thing was frozen over and thing, and I was like, but yeah, it getting to those temperatures and thing in this country.
I know at one point yesterday it was like 1.
Yeah, and today early this morning it was pretty cold as well. It was like somewhere around 1 almost below.
And when they say winter is coming, winter is here.
Shout out to Game of Thrones for the cold.
But yeah, is that man using that man's not hot all winter.
It gives you milk. I mean, with this weather, you have ample opportunity to use it.
Ridiculousness. But yeah, again, good day, everybody.
Yeah, for whenever you listen to this, it might be evening, morning, who knows.
Hello, how about that?
Yes.
But a little recap from last week. You want to go into magic? Actually, no. First of all, we were supposed to have video last week.
Yeah.
But you see what happened was, man tried to do a little too much upgrading.
Yeah, there was some technical difficulties with the recording equipment because, there wasn't really too much difficulties. It was just the fact that I was trying to go for more quality, but it seems as though my phone couldn't handle recording for like much more time on this increased quality with the difference. I had no idea the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second would have been that dramatic to the amount of time that it could record for.
At least where battery life is concerned, because down.
Yeah, I mean, the phone didn't die. It wasn't because of that. It just told me
I thought you had dead stuff.
The phone didn't die. It just stopped recording because it said it started to overheat or whatever. And I was within 2 minutes or something like that. And I was like, wow. So I had 2 minutes worth of footage, but the little amount of prep time and pre-discussion before we recorded, that was all that was recorded. Is coincidentally, as soon as the music started playing, that's when the intro music, as soon as that started playing, as soon as we got to when the episode was about to start, the footage cut off. So
that was a good hour and a half we did.
Yeah.
Last week episode was again, shout out everybody who stick with us throughout the whole episode. I had a good bit of comments. People was laughing and thinking and on how it was going on last week.
I didn't get too much comments on laughing, but
because the topic was talking about a lot of people. Well,
I don't perceive that to be such a humorous topic.
I'm not necessarily the topic. I think more how we was going about it.
Yeah, because I got some comments on that as well. We man just argue the entire conversation on this one point. Spend an hour and a half arguing one point, one topic, basically just going back and forth.
We didn't even see who was arguing with Farah.
But yeah,
well, again, shout out Farah one day.
We appreciate her for being there, and we apologize for not involving her a little more into the conversation. Yeah, it just gets a little heated, and you got distracted. And I guess, as people have pointed out, I guess that's why we need a moderator. Maybe something like that would be handy to keep us in check when we getting a little too off track in our rants and whatnot.
Is that so? But again, thanks for everybody for listening. And if you noticed, for those who did listen, we had a different
outro.
Outro.
The outro music at the end was a little different. And that was basically, shouting out a homie, close friend and whatnot, also local as a Martin artist. None of them than Magic,
Yes. Not only I have to specify local soca artist.
Yes. The genre. Gotta be clear. You gotta be specific and stuff.
Got to make that this specification.
Not specifically the ocean. Gotta be specific. But yeah. Shout out to Magic and Sir Irish. Although I wasn't able to contact Magic in time to actually get a confirmation on who Sir Irish is and stuff like that, because I'm not familiar. That was the first time I saw this person. But I mean,
so you know what I mean, Sir Irish. If you just happen to be listening to this podcast, you know we would like to know who you is. So big up yourself. Because the track,
I mean the contribution to the song,
the track sound dope, and
just to give a little summary for those that may not have stuck through the whole hour and a half to get to the end to where the song was actually played and stuff. It's just a little recap, but it touched on the Hurricane Irma situation, and it's a little well, I can't say a little, but it's a very uplifting song. I feel like, you know, positive messages about rise again, and
it's definitely messages we need to hear.
Yeah.
Well, as St. Martiners, at least, both abroad and back home at these specific times, especially now holidays and things coming up.
If only the government would listen to it. You know, it's all about unity and coming together and how we're going to rise again as a people.
Great. If in soca and calypso alone in St. Martin, the government been hearing these tunes and they still don't know.
You're not wrong.
In the say this like the first song that coming out trying to unify the people, but hopefully it's one that going to, you know, resonate with the people a little bit.
It's a good song. I feel like, you know, in the wake of what happened, it's good to see some of that. You know,
positivity, yeah, man.
I feel like, you know, such things I feel like Irma is just like Lewis in the sense that this is another part of St. Martin history and stuff, and seeing that documented by our local artists and stuff like that. And it's not so heavily focused on the tragedy and thing. It's more on the uplifting vibe, and they're saying like we're gonna rise again. We are resilient people and all of that type of stuff. So I feel like I definitely could appreciate the song, and that's why, you know, needed to shed some light on it. Even though, and the reason why, you know, it just kind of was at the end there with no real
introduction.
Yeah, that's because we already there was just some delays on the mixing and stuff like that. So we had it kind of came in a little last minute when I finally got the final version of the song, and was contemplating whether or not to wait a week or not to release it and stuff like that. And after some consultation with Magic and stuff, we kind of agreed that it probably would have been better to, you know, get it out last week still. So yeah, that's why I went in, even though I already exported it and whatnot, went in still to make sure that it was out in time for last week.
It's on YouTube, the song on YouTube?
You know? I know that it's on SoundCloud.
Okay. So I was just looking for a place to send people.
I know that it's on SoundCloud.
If y'all haven't heard it, go check it out. What it called again?
Rise Again by Magic featuring Sir Irish.
Y'all go check that out on SoundCloud. Give a listen, comment, leave the homie know what I think. I mean, you can leave us know as well.
Yes, we reach out to Magic Music on Facebook. That's the Facebook page.
There you go.
Yeah, if you leave your comments there and stuff like that, try to reach out.
Yeah.
Show love to the song. Share it. Make it big.
You want to go through the other homies at one time since we're on this music, right?
Yeah, I mean, while we're already discussing local artists, why not discuss some other St. Martin artists then?
So again, you know, the whole point of the LinkUp is to, you know, shine light on both the, I guess not both, but the positive aspect of the aspiring youths, whether it be business or entertainment or however you want, whatever people into, as long as they're doing something positive and, you know, they think. So it seems that we got there's two fellows, right?
To my knowledge, the main members is two guys. The unusual, the people that we're talking about. The name of this group is a local St. Martin group, but on the SoundCloud page, it has something along the lines of we're not a rap group. It's a collective of people that are trying to uplift the consciousness or something along those lines. That they're not just a rap group. Basically, that's like the main sentiment of it. But I mean, essentially, that's what they still are. They're rappers, and it's a
and there's
group of people. So, I mean, that's how we're going to at least categorize them, whether they like it or not. I mean, just kind of the facts are what they are. But anyway, the group is Unusual Suspects.
Yeah.
And they have this project that dropped in July, I believe it is. But a couple months ago, in any case, and it's called Ankh Life. And
oh, that's how you pronounce it. 'Cause I was watching it there on SoundCloud. I was like, how the heck?
ANKH.
Yeah. Okay.
Ankh Life.
Cool.
Refers to the Egyptian cross type of thing, that it's a symbol for, I believe, reproduction or life or something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah,
Because
I ain't know nothing about that one.
yeah, according to me, it's a symbol. Like the top part is supposed to symbolize like the womb for the woman, and the bottom is like it's supposed to be a man. I'm not mistaken, and it's supposed to be like something along those lines. I could be wrong, but if I remember, I did look into it at some point, and it was something like that.
So ancient Egypt.
But anyway,
pornography, in other words.
I ain't say all that, but okay. I know it's a sacred Egyptian symbol. That much I'm certain. That much I'm certain. It's a sacred Egyptian symbol or ancient Egyptian symbol.
The disgrace of people think. But yeah, so you know the homies, the usual suspect. I listen. Okay, I going to be honest. I've been pretty busy with studying and work and stuff like that, so I ain't get to listen to the whole project.
Mm-hmm.
But the few couple I listened to the first 6-7 songs.
Mm-hmm.
They had I had it written down at one point. There was one specific. I mean, okay, from what I listen to in general, I like what they're doing because it's not just we in the club or we spending this money or I going to have sex with this partner woman and the typical rap / St. Martin, how to say, way of making music.
Ain't just some trap stuff.
I wouldn't necessarily just trap, but ain't a gangster something either, Jed. Ain't a gangster, ain't a flirting something. It's legit.
It's a little more. It's conscious music.
Yeah, and legit. Like some of the things these man was talking about, I can't remember exactly what, but I had to go and like research. And like, okay, what the hell this man talking about? 'Cause I feel like
that man on some stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I should have known. Like, boy, this is what I was talking about. So I was like, bye. I had to feel a little dumb there. So
I ain't gonna lie. I agree with what you're saying there. Like for me, this is like right up my alley in terms of like what I like, the types of messages and music that I like. I mean, me being 1/3 of a very similar rap collective in the type of like what we trying to do, being a St. Martin group.
So are you in a rap group either?
Nah, we are collective. We beyond rap. We more than just a rap group. This deeper, right. Like Ross would say, we deeper than rap.
You come out with books and things then.
What? Maybe you never know what the future may hold. You never know. Why not be like Jaden Smith and thing talking about all the ridiculous stuff?
Okay, no, let come one thing.
Twitter philosopher.
Yeah, let me not even get into that.
Like they it's right up my alley in terms of the type of music there's on a conscious vibe. There's a lot of things talking about Black history and different things and making sure you understand your identity and you know your heritage and know yourself and those type of things. Encouraging people to look into the history and kind of anti-political, anti-government in certain songs and stuff like that. There was a few lines here and there.
Anti-religion as well.
There was a lot of anti-religious sentiment and stuff,
But at one point, I think I don't know who it was. One was, he had said, I ain't quoting the man, but he was saying something along the lines like, not screw Jesus, he didn't say that, but like what Jesus do for me, like Jesus never do nothing for me. I was like, but how he had bring it across, even I was like, wow.
Like they got a couple tracks, like I pull up the track list and like I actually listened to the entire tape. Like
what's the name of the third one?
The third one is Brainwash.
Yes.
Brainwash.
That's a big tune.
It's good that we agree on something then. Cause that was another one that I was feeling as well.
That was a big tune.
They got you brainwashed. You got to get your brainwashed because you're being brainwashed.
Okay, I know it lyrically.
Something about a revolution like Peter Tosh. We about to start the revolution like Peter Tosh.
What's the fourth one?
A Day in the Mind. That was one where they had the singer dude. I don't know who the singer was. I assume the singer was Young Micah. That's who would say the person that featured on it is.
I think that was the one thing.
That was another one that I was feeling like.
I think that was another one I had like too. But
the first song though, Identity, is just like the poem that the man do. Like the man, he man say some powerful things in there. The man speaks some powerful things I can't even lay.
This is something I wanted to say.
And the audio quality and stuff, we gotta say that for like St. Martin artists, that's something that turns off a lot of people. Once they hear to St. Martin artists, they put up a little bit of shields and they get a little extra skeptical because they're doubtful of the quality and stuff like that. And I must say that the mixing and everything of this is like,
and like I ain't had no problems.
It sounds proper.
No problems with the quality whatsoever. My only thing my only criticism, I would say, I wouldn't even call it criticism. 'Cause I had a bit of a difficult time with this start. At one point, I kind of find they went a little too hard on the St. Martin accent. But on the other hand, that's kind of like a selling point.
Like, honestly,
So-
I know what you're saying, because
I don't
on
know.
certain points, on
Yeah.
certain moments,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was a little,
Yeah,
like maybe the sentence structure or the grabber wise,
Yeah,
like it was
Jed.
very St. Martin.
Yeah, but
That's
see,
one thing you definitely got to give him. Like, it's from St. Martin artists, and they're not hiding it at all. And
no, but
like,
you see, the thing is, from the first like 2 tracks, seeing how they was going about it, and how they had, and the topics they was talking about, I had already put them on like a higher level than like most others. But then when you hear like some of the grammar and the sentence structure, like, and not to say that again, not to diss our culture or the way we talk, nothing like that. I'm more looking at them as like a way for them to break through, more or less, to speak. I find it good. They are potential for sure. You check.
True.
So it's like, I don't know how to say tone down the accent without taking away the selling point. I had like I don't know how to phrase that properly, Jed.
And I know exactly what you mean. This is conversation that I have had numerous times with Gilla, for example, over like when it comes to St. Martin rap or whatever, and like whether you use the St. Martin accent or you don't, you try to sound more American and stuff like that. And I mean, when you look at dancehall artists, for example, you look at those who's been successful in terms of crossover success, that has had like major hits and stuff, more worldwide, and thing, the Sean Pauls. If you look in reggae, the Bob Marley and thing like that. Not saying Sean Paul is the biggest dancehall artist and stuff, but he is one that with temperature and different things like that, he has had
But
he's had success outside of just the Caribbean and the region and stuff like that. Because
look at which songs he gets successful for.
the way they speak,
but the
they're
song
a lot more understandable than certain other dancehall music and stuff. I ain't saying
but that's what I'm trying to show you. Sean Paul specifically, because I know Sean Paul from back in those days. Sean Paul got songs, big tunes that would never have been as big, the success of the one he got.
And like,
but even songs like Temperature, they got edited versions. You see, so it's like it's still a little bit watered down. It's in the raw music,
the
like what we're
lyrics might be a
accustomed to
little
hearing.
different, but still the way Sean Paul speaks, I'm sure.
That's true. But I mean,
I'm sure the dancehall talented out there that know every
for sure.
Sean Paul track and probably a little more familiar with everything he's done and stuff, could find some songs where the accent may be a little more pronounced and is not as clearly understandable or whatever to the outsider.
because like
I don't know.
Like Shilala is a lot different than friggin' Temperature. Like those are completely different tunes. You check, and that's a nasty tune as well. That come on in a jam. That's it. But anyway, we ain't talking about that.
Unusual Suspects.
Yeah, that with the Unusual Suspects is like it's just certain ways how they had. I think they got to just watch a little bit how they using the St. Martin accent and not overuse it. So make it at a point where it's like, yes, it's something like they want to continue hearing, but you're not giving it to them all the time. So when they hear it, it's like, wow, that sounds sick, and I'm kind of something like that. You check,
but use it a little more sparingly, basically, or sporadically.
Yeah. So that's just my criticism. That's the only thing I would say from what I hear so far. But other than that, the man got something good there. So
like, I don't want to pretend to know what in the man minds or whatever. But
yeah, all of that too.
Like, I mean, I feel as though. This is just me speculating here or whatever, but I feel as though that's not necessarily the aim, especially with a project like this and some of the topics that they handling. Generally speaking, this is not something as artists that tackle similar topics and do things in this way. This is not something that's made for mainstream consumption. Like, this is not something that's gonna be playing on the radio and stuff like that. Even however much I would like St. Martin or people to like support the local artists or whatever and thing like that, I don't feel like these tracks were not made for the radio. Like, starting off, the first song is not even a song technically, is like a poem, beat type of thing. Like,
I'm not necessarily talking about radio play, but I mean, like, okay, I would assume,
but that's one of the integral parts to the wider to gain wider acceptance and stuff, unless you get in like a Spotify playlist or something like that. Or
yeah, but if they're trying to push this project, no,
I don't know what like I haven't had that like any type of communication with the people to see like what is the plan, what was the whole idea and
but
thing.
I mean, I would guess if you're an artist and if you're somebody that making music, you want people to hear your music. So if you want,
I mean, all artists want to be heard. That, like, I feel that's part of the way we make music.
I could understand that they might not necessarily have made it for like a radio consumption, but I mean, in general stuff, if you target, they're from St. Martin, obviously, so I would assume that the target audience is St. Martin people.
I don't think so. Yeah.
With that being said, I think we would quicker, like as a culture and as an island itself, I think the St. Martin people would quicker gravitate towards something that's not necessarily whole St. Martin slang, because we already have that how to say it,
stigma.
To a certain extent, that stigma that once you hear a St. Martin man rapping on the show, that it gonna be garbage.
Doubtful ending,
it gonna be like, boy, is either you're already saying, boy, this probably mixed in a bathroom or something like that, or this man probably just saying the same thing over and over again, or or he talking about what he don't actually do, them kind of things. You check.
But like those type of things are exactly why I felt the need then to put a little spotlight on this project in particular. Cause I felt like this was a very like left field, kind of unexpected thing that was like different from, at least I had never heard no project like this from St. Martin artists.
Yeah, no, it's
the first of its kind, like tackling the issues that they're talking about and stuff, being from St. Martin and stuff like. And it's like the man got some serious bars in there. Cause it's the main two dudes, from my knowledge, is two dudes from town and things. The main guys, one is Conscious something, Indigo Conscience, I believe, is the main dude, like the one who was on Identity, the first song, who's doing the poem.
Yeah, that
is Indigo Conscious, and the other dude is Twist. I know if that is name he's still going by. I know that was the name he used to go by. I used to rap partner from I know if all of that need to be out there. I was just thinking like could reveal what school he went to. All of that ain't important. But anyway, like Twist and Conscious, like the Conscious dude especially, like he had some punchlines and I was like, yo,
it is a big again. That's the only thing I was saying. That my only criticism, again, me personally, was the whole accent. The whole accent thing. Other than that, is a dope project. I mean, everything out of St. Martin now is either like a club something or a radio something, or it's like a real underground shoot trap drug deal, fuck you woman, sorry for language, them kind of something, So it's like
a nice change of pace.
Yeah, it's good to hear something new. Not new because they have people that do it before, but just something fresh, I guess you could say.
I'm gonna try to remember to make sure to put the link in the description, since we were talking about the project, so if whoever wants to check it out and thing, it won't be too hard to find if you're interested in listening.
Again, the usual suspects.
Unusual suspects.
Yes, Lord. I'm so sorry, fellas. Unusual suspects. Y'all go check them out on SoundCloud. You could leave us know what you think, or leave them know what you think, and then support your own, support your locals. Everybody's saying we don't support, so now we're trying to support, and we have to say this: we don't know them again. So this is not somebody we know personally. We're not trying to put somebody on. We're not trying to help our own people. No, we have no idea who these fellas is, and the tunes just sound sick.
Yeah, more or less. It's like I feel objectively like you may have some qualms about it, or some issues with the accent, like Kana pointed out. But I mean, sound quality is on point. The content wise, there's definitely content in the music.
I go into, when I have time, I go into finish and listen to the rest of the project. But I would definitely listen to something else these man come out with.
I'll say the first half of the tape is definitely stronger than like the second half. Some of the songs more towards the end and stuff like that, they ain't as hot as like the beginning, but I feel like that's most projects, that's most albums I listen to recently, is like you put the best stuff first, and then like in contrast to the beginning, it may be a little more slow down tempo or whatever, things like that.
Okay. But yeah, again, people, let hit them up, let them know what you think, and you can also leave us know how you feel our feedback was, or if you agree with it. If you don't, homie self can hit us up.
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't like what we say about it, then I mean, that's your business. But me,
wow, no respect. No, it's just let I like that in.
Yeah, John. If you don't like it, then hey. But if you like, I mean, either way.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, like,
Even if you don't like it, it's still a dope project.
Yeah, and just for future reference, if we ever talk about any other local Saman artists or whatever and stuff like that, just be prepared for an honest opinion.
Yeah, like whether we know you or not.
I'll acknowledge there may be some bias if we know the person, but I mean, still, if we don't like the song or whatever, the album, tape, whatever it may be,
we're gonna say we don't. We listen to it. We're gonna talk about it. But if we don't like it, we're gonna let you know we don't like it.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to go about it for real.
And I mean, we ain't trying to stop nobody grind or nothing like that.
We
throw shade on nobody, but I mean, I feel like we just gotta be transparent. We just gotta be real, honest about it, and that's just all it is. But yeah, on the topic of music and thing, now we're gonna take it a little bit slightly out of St. Martin territory and thing. So, Boda Kello.
Hey, I don't hey, bye.
Cardi B putting on a show tonight and thing.
Look, right, this girl will come and sing like probably 3 songs. I could probably know more than them. And then other than that, I could just
I saw she had do some surprise pop-up show or whatever. I don't know if it was a surprise, but I didn't know about it. Yeah,
that was planned.
It was advertising.
Yeah, that was advertised. Okay, I saw that was happening like a couple months ago.
I was just out to the
yeah. Cool. It was a pop-up for you.
Glad we have that clarified, and you got some understanding.
That was definitely planned because I had seen that in the works already.
Okay, then. So it was planned that for her to do the 2 shows when she making her rounds.
Yeah, because she had do a show in UK as well. So she doing this European.
Yeah, I saw she had posted a picture with Ed Sheeran and thing, and you could see like the difference. Like, yo, he a lot bigger than her. Cardi B look like a small person. Ed Sheeran isn't a big dude. Like,
even Charlamagne make this man look a little thing.
Yeah, I just got to throw this out there, but I met him. Like, like there was this one random night we actually went to Bitterzoot. Like the one random time I actually went to Bitterzoot, the club in Amsterdam.
Wait, you meet Ed Sheeran?
I met Ed Sheeran. And there's a picture like to this day. If you scroll all the way on the bottom of my IG, there's a picture, an incredibly blurry picture because my camera was like whack.
Wow.
I had some trash ass camera back then, and it was in the club. And it was dark. And I asked the man, and I was like, "Yo, I ain't want to hold you up too long." And thing to be like, "Okay, let me wait. Take 3. I tried like once. I tried again. They both came on blurry. I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'll just be happy with that." And we keep it moving. But that was the night. Fiend was there that night, and a couple other people, and I had to tell them like, yo, that's Ed Sheeran and stuff. Like, dude, just super low key and stuff. He had nobody around him. It was like nobody even
move. Period.
Yeah, nobody even. There was no kind of people crowding him and stuff. Nobody realized. And I was like, I just saw him at the bar, and I was looking like, wait. This person looked like this red hair short person, man, like arms all tattooed and thing.
Yeah, man, I didn't use him.
Yeah, he tied it up. Yeah,
okay.
I watching this dude, like, is that really him?
Looking like a hobby.
And then I just was like, oh yeah, kind of. And then they just went across, and I was like, yeah, you're Ed Sheeran. And he asked me my name, and I was like confused and stuff. Like, what you asking my name for? I was like, I ain't nobody. But
is it not possible? I mean, famous people could be polite.
it just catch me off guard. I'm like thinking,
I hear a real humble person for real.
Yeah,
but like he ain't like move, way. I'd ask for another picture. I mean, I'm like, shit, it come up blurry. I'd be like, look, you see, it come up blurry.
But like I was just thinking, like he was busy. He was talking to a girl and thing at some point, and he had some female company at the time. So I wasn't trying to hold up the man. I just was like, yeah, I like your music. Can I get the picture type of thing? And I believe I'd offer him, if he wanted to take a tour, because I had, some stuff with me at the time. He was like, nah, the stuff out here does make you like super sleepy and whatnot. I ain't really on that too much, so it's okay. I was like, all right, cool, well, enjoy the rest of your night and blah, blah, blah. I think he was here for Pink Pop or something like that at the time, or Apple Pop, one of those festivals. I don't remember, this was years ago, but yeah.
That's sick. I didn't know that.
And random experience. Yeah,
that's a hell of experience yourself.
Unexpected.
But yeah, so it's supposed to be, so tonight they're gonna have a concert in Amsterdam by Heineken Music Hall,
with 7 alias. I learned that his name is pronounced alias.
Alias.
Yes, people came after hearing me mispronounce his name. On the last one, they made sure to let me know that the man name was
what 7 we say, alias or some shit?
Alias, pronouncing it the logical way that we would pronounce a name. Listen. Alias.
No.
Alias is an English word. Alias is an English word.
Yeah, that is okay. That's true.
So if I see it and it's spelled the same way as alias, the English word. So I look at it as an English-speaking person and said 7 alias.
King, what other one there? Yes.
But the man is a Dutch artist, so it should be pronounced 7 alias for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason because of Dutch artist, but whatever.
Oh God. But yeah, so this man he performing there too. I think he coming on after Cardi B, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
True.
He coming on after Cardi B. Cardi B only staying on for she's definitely staying on for less than an hour.
I have no idea how long.
Did they
already have the lineup and thing?
We were saying
they made it public.
Yeah, I was gonna say this, but we kind of get show off. The party is promoted by Encore, and
it's the fifth.
Yeah,
anniversary.
this is the 5th anniversary of Encore. So Encore has been a party in Amsterdam for about 5 years now. So yeah, so they bringing in Cardi B. It's gonna be this panel who
7 alias.
Yeah, there you go. And then Ronnie Flex, and then DJ Prime, DJ Wax Fiend,
regular Encore DJs.
Yeah, regular Encore DJ stuff, and then a couple other DJs that I don't really know. And then they're having some other performance, but that's mostly okay, well, at least for me, that's going to the bar, getting drinks time. So
you're looking forward to the turn up, Anna?
By yes and no.
You're optimistic for the performances. How you feeling? What's your predictions?
I don't. That's a very good. I don't know, because this is in Heineken Music Hall, and in there I only experienced in there for concerts and comedy shows and things like that. So I don't know how it actually going to be in a club environment. So I don't know if it's going to be a big indoor festival type something with it's a big space and people just there.
Slightly off topic, but since you mentioned comedy shows, it made me remember. I don't know
Trevor
if you
Noah?
saw Cat Williams. I saw that. I don't know if the date already passed.
I don't know.
But I saw that he had a show that was coming up somewhere in the Netherlands and thing, and I was like, I actually started thinking Cat Williams, that's that guy.
No.
Not necessarily at this moment. That's this stage of his career may not be, he's not in his prime.
But you see, that's why I want to hear nothing I want to hear nothing he got to say.
But still Cat Williams.
You tried to choke out a 15-year-old boy. I want to hear nothing he try to say that.
Yo. Can you deny though, the
King,
Pimp Chronicles?
Okay, yeah. Them was big. Them was big thing.
Cat Williams was the standard during his prime. All about this man comedy specials. Dog.
I mean, okay, a lot of people.
He was super explicit. We acknowledge that. He's not the Kevin Hart type of comedian. That's a little more family friendly. Exactly.
We still use some of these trips up to this day, but honestly, right now, I ain't trying to hear nothing he gotta say.
This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Come on, Cat Williams, G.
I see you smoke weed and just sit on the counter and just watch the fridge.
They got nothing in there. Hilarious, legendary stand-up specials.
But again, I ain't really trying to hear this man say. I see Trevor Noah coming up. I quickly go to a Trevor Noah comedy show.
I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate Trevor Noah's comedy as well. The stand-up aside from what he does on the Daily Show and stuff like that. The man is intelligent humor and thing, and I definitely appreciate.
I think next time I get picked, gonna cop that ticket. I say it's next year, May. So got some time. Got some time.
Time to prepare and thing.
Yeah. No, but you can't wait too long. Get them tickets to go quick, especially proper seats and stuff like that. But yeah, Mr. King chose off topic again.
Yeah,
but
Encore.
We were trying to wrap up this whole Encore topic. So yeah, them people performing is a big venue. I don't know if they're going to set it up.
Expectations.
I don't know if they're going to set it up different. I don't know if they're going to add things. I don't know if they're going to use all different levels. Or it's just going to be one...
Or a stage, you mean?
Yeah, because you've been inside the music hall before.
I don't remember. I think
okay, so for hopefully this description is...
Because I just rarely go to concerts and stuff like that, well, so it's...
hopefully you could get an idea based on the description I give you. It's just a big stage in the middle, and then you know how normal concerts, the halls of beats, they have the standing area, and then towards the back and around the sides, they have where you could sit down and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're going to use all of that as space for the club as well, or they'll just use the main the main excuse me, the main standing area. So even with that being said, I don't know, like, it's supposed to be a shitload of people. According to Facebook, at least, they say 2K people, at least 2K people going, 7K interested.
Okay, let me ask this question: do you care about seeing any other artists in particular?
But yeah, no. Both homie 7 Elias home here. He got some big. This man got some big tunes.
Okay.
Ronnie Flex got some big tunes. I might not necessarily like his personality, but I
How
can't.
personality? I don't know these people.
Can't deny. But I see some interviews that the man just seem a little stuck up to me. But
True.
that could be just be how I seen it. But either way, regardless, man personality aside, the man got some big tunes. The man's a good artist. So I would like to see this man perform.
And they gonna turn up for both I Kello.
And then you know,
with all
make
the
some
bad
money.
bitches and the red bottoms.
Well, I mean, they could do their thing, but I mean, that's why she make the song for them to go up. And then
they bloody shoes.
you know, we going to watch them and they bloody shoes. But that big tune regardless, they
okay.
still gonna be moving. But yeah, I don't know because I got work tomorrow, Jazz. So I got to, you know, take it easy on the turn up. I can't go too hard.
Understandable.
Because if we don't leave place early, so we most probably gonna end up closing that place. So that gonna most probably be at like 5, 6. Man, I gotta wake up for like 10. So ain't really much sleeping. And I gotta work for like from 12 to 8. It gonna be a rough weekend.
Yeah, but I feel like that ain't nothing new for you though.
But no, not really.
It's like every week of the night. What? Every night of the week.
Every week of the night. Yeah, boy.
Every night of the week you on a flex. You in some place
But that ain't necessarily
consuming,
true,
engaging in the consumption of alcoholic beverages,
I've you know, I've been around since summer. I've been seeing some different places here.
Been
and
flexing straight.
Here and there,
Engaging in the nightlife, enjoying,
you know, doing this networking thing, you know, for the
I feel
podcast.
it.
You know,
Yeah, promotion.
That's
I mean,
that's what you do. You
that's
gotta
why I
meet
gotta
new
be
people.
man. I feel it. This game.
But yeah, so that's what's going on at Encore. We got a decent group there going, both of St. Martin and international folks.
Okay then.
You know,
Mixed crowd.
we got the Arab there rolling with us. You know, so we're gonna see how it goes, man. It should be decent. I just work, to be quite honest, I want to see how we're gonna be with like crowd wise. I really smart
so
where that's concerned. But I know I think 88% of the tickets Encore was promoting there that they had sell. But
Okay.
I ain't trying to be in a crowd like that. I try to find a corner and just, you know, I do me a typical Smartina where that's concerned. So
Hold up the wall.
Bye.
I understand. Somebody got to make sure it don't fall in. Like somebody got to do the dirty work, you know. But yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. If people have to stand up there to make sure the wall don't fall, I think the company got a bigger problem than that.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, I mean, it all go depend to, you know, how much alcohol is consumed from now until about like 12 o'clock.
To determine the level of the turn up.
Yeah, you know how far close to the stage we going. You know, that's where at least me. Everybody else could do the thing, but I ain't planning on being in that mob. But yeah, that's the vibe for tonight. Other than that, it's just chilling. Man got study. Man trying to graduate school.
Priorities, understandable.
Yeah. So there's just, you know, a little release tonight from studying the past 2 weeks and then back in the books for the last couple of days.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, but that was about it. Wait, there's something else I want to say just now. Why we was talking about the whole thing now? But yeah, no, I draw a blank there just now. I had a whole big question and thing I was gonna ask, but then, you know, it just slipped me there.
Based on the Encore situation?
I don't know. If I remember,
I understand. I understand.
I would say it.
I realized the stupidity of my line of questioning.
But it's all
just
good.
now.
It's all good.
It happens. Part of the communication. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you succeed. You can only hope to better yourself the next day.
All right, then, Morgan Freeman. Sound like a freaking commercial.
You and him, we trying to be inspirational, motivational, speak over here. And
Yo, speaking of Morgan Freeman, I don't know why I say speaking of like this have anything to do with him, but I don't know. I have nothing to do with Morgan Freeman whatsoever. But you see the trailer for the new Avengers movie?
Nah.
Me neither, not all the way, but here's mad dog.
What? Wow! What an intro! What a segue! I
You would
even,
swear how I introduced it
like,
that I actually watch it.
yeah, I swear he was educated on topic about to school me and thing.
But no, I watched like 20 seconds of it and I get distracted by something else and I went back to it. But
I upset at superhero shows though.
Nah, man,
Kinda
Marvel
like-
ain't been disappointed.
I can't say the movies then, the series then, because like the
It depends
Flash,
which one. It depends which one.
They did this a completely off topic. This is not planned, but I didn't just want to get this out of my chest. Like the Flash upset me this week, dog, because
Flash got new episodes?
the new season start back already, dog.
Oh, shit.
You've been out of the loop. I
My
understand.
man been
You've been out of the
studying
loop. I understand. But it upset me doing this, like.
Okay, no, say nothing, but I mean, well, way upset. It's still emotional.
I could reveal it without throwing in a spoiler because
Okay.
it's just doing this nonsense where they're forcing me to watch Arrow and Supergirl to see what it is that happened because they decide that this week we just are going to do away with what we was talking about last week on the show and interject one of these random 3-episode interconnected nonsense
Different
things.
show,
And I quit
yeah.
watching Supergirl like so long ago.
I ain't even saw that.
Arrow, like I've been lapsing on Arrow like this season since it started back. I ain't been watching Arrow like
the
that.
new season Arrow? I only know was on Netflix.
I think I don't remember. I don't know numbers. I just look at. I don't know numbers. Dog. Like I just look
Man's
weekly.
supposed to know Matt King. Man's supposed to know.
No. I am not Asian. Man's not hot, dude. I'm not this guy. All I'm trying to say is like I had to just use my illegal streaming services. You know, I mean, I don't know if you're putting it out there, but I feel like we all got them. We all.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't pay for
never
Hulu Plus.
mind. I just use Netflix.
Exactly.
I like.
My Netflix.
I'll advocate for Netflix. I use their products. That's how I will consume all of my series. Completely disregard the previous statement.
Yeah, like,
I only use Netflix. But
like
anyway,
it ain't gonna be online.
It's not. Ain't nobody listening to this podcast.
No, ain't nobody watching it either, right?
Nobody listening.
Okay.
But
I don't. You see, they've been doing that since like what, the second or third season. But
yeah, I didn't mind it back then because I was actually watching. I was keeping up with all of them, so it's just like it's part of my thing. But now Flash is the only one of them that maintain my interest. Even Flash been upsetting me with this season. There's a lot of nonsense going on this season. Like I ain't gonna throw no spoilers out there for those that may not be up to date, but there's a lot of nonsense going on in this season.
Flash just get too emotional for me. I mean, Arrow is bad, but Flash is just a different level.
The science fiction level in Flash is what makes it different. I find like because of the super speed and the like all the metahumans and stuff like that. Like there's a lot more
technically
nonsense they could explore in the world of Flash compared to like
but technically Arrow got that same level of crap
nonsense.
too.
Yeah, I feel
from the tech from Felicity and the one Black Panther. Okay, he's the only Black Panther, but I mean
the one Black Panther.
There's only two. Two and a Mexican.
But yeah, for real. And for a long time, it was just one.
Exactly.
Other dude, he only come out later in the series.
Exactly. It's like they had to diversify.
You're right. And the Mexican dude as well. He came on later.
Exactly. And then the girl is what? She's some kind of mix too, man.
Which not Felicity.
No, not Felicity. This is straight up Caucasian.
What a girl?
The black siren, white siren, whatever she calls herself. Who's sister?
Thing sister?
No, not Laurel's sister. No, Laurel is who you talking about. But no, not she. The other girl, man. Who with them? Who to be with them?
But I ain't watched
Is it
Arrow
Mexican?
too long.
Is she? She work with Laurel's father.
No, that his sister.
No, not Speedy.
Who
Not Speedy. They got another girl that use a stick. She the friend.
She did use a stick.
She use a stick.
Yo, that shit come out so stupid.
She use a stick.
Okay, then.
Okay, what you want me to say? She use a staff?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the proper terms for these things. Like,
Is the Black Panther, the Mexican, and then they got a girl too, who wasn't part of the original team.
And I guess I ain't watch Arrow too long.
Okay,
I really trying to blank on who this other mystery person
I think
is.
she's black. Okay, no. Laurel was Black Canary.
Mm-hmm.
She's not okay.
I
No, she's
remember
Black
the
American.
blonde one being her sister who had come back to life now, kind of nonsense or whatever it was.
You know, she
Like-
got her, you ever see the one with her own series? Not her own series, but where she kind of like starring in it.
The Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You see that one?
With all the time travel and whatnot. Yeah, that one's still okay, man.
That one
Like,
ain't
that,
like- that
that was one of the better ones.
That ain't too emotional.
Like, I'd give
that
up on
cool.
Gotham like forever ago. Like Gotham was the first one of the first superhero
Bye,
shows I
no,
stopped
bye,
watching.
Gotham bad,
I was like, nah. This is
How
not.
you mean? What you didn't like about Gotham?
Because I care about Bruce Wayne as Batman. I don't care about none of this other nonsense going on with the Detective Gordon or whoever he be. And
But
no,
I find how to do it is
I
sick.
like Batman for Batman. If there's no Batman, I'm not entertained.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing about Gotham I don't like is young Bruce Wayne is a little bitch. He the bun me.
Thank you.
Sorry
It
for
needed
you.
to be said. It needed to be said. No
He
need to
the bun-
apologize.
He the bun me,
No
Jack.
need
He
to
really
apologize.
eat me out. Like the. Anyway, but I mean, where's we? They got DC. They got DC superhero movies.
Yeah.
Flash is DC, no? No, Flash
Yeah,
is.
the DC is Justice League. Justice League and all of those brand superheroes from Justice League. So Superman, Batman,
Okay, yeah.
Superman,
I
Batman,
don't watch
Flash.
I refuse to watch. I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to. Like, I refuse to watch. As a Batman fan, I can't watch Superman.
I say now with certainty. Am I certain
Wait, what? Do they have a.
that DC is Justice League? Because I could end up being like,
Yeah. DC is Justice League. DC and Avengers is Marvel. Yeah, because Justice League is Batman, Superman, Aquaman.
yeah. Aquaman, the most useless superhero in life.
How you mean the
Other
most?
than Batman, of course. You
How you
know.
mean-
Other than Batman.
How
Even
you
though
mean
I'm a
other-
fan.
Wait.
Even though I'm a fan of Batman.
Batman ain't useless. The man smart.
Okay.
The man smart. He
Okay.
rich.
Batman versus Superman. Was there a point to that movie? Did that movie make sense? Was it not the worst concept ever conceived for a movie?
No, because I like seeing Superman get a crap beat out of him, but then Batman get emotional and then kill him. I don't know why.
Listen, I was objecting
Upset
to that
me.
movie from the basic premise. What fight is this going to be? A human. Unless you got kryptonite on deck and that's your only escape in this situation.
But that's exactly what he used.
Unless I objected to the movie on premise, on principle. I was not going to support this
No, man,
nonsense.
I was
about
hyped
Batman
about-
versus Superman. There's no way in hell Batman should win that fight in no logical turn of events. I could laser eye this dude from miles away, frost breath him, pick up a truck, throw it at this man. Like, I'm the man of steel as Superman.
But you could drop this man
Nonsense.
from like the stratosphere.
Everything. Nonsense. Ridiculous premise.
Okay, if you put it like that, I understand. But like
Batman, like,
as a fan of Batman,
Aquaman at least could talk to fish that. Aquaman at least got that. What does Batman have?
The man's smart.
Gadgets?
He's smart and he
intelligent
got-
gadgets and money?
but war Cyborg is just half
Listen,
half robot, half woman. That's just thing.
Batman's superpower is white privilege. Like. you never had that joke before. That's Batman's superpower. Like. Batman's superpower is being rich, wealthy,
What the fuck
and able
are
to
you
run
doing?
around at night as a vigilante and not get
Parkour.
no problems.
Wow, that was the first time I hear that
Yo,
one.
that's what Batman is doing. And Arrow's the same thing. Arrow is just green Batman. And then they had the other one. Yo. It's just the truth, dog. Oliver
true.
Queen is Green Batman.
It's true.
And then there was Iron Fist. I don't know if you checked that one on Netflix.
Yeah, I
and
had to
thing.
see that one, but at least he got powers.
He was just like
He's a
white Asian Batman. Because like
First of all, there's no part of him that's Asian. His plane just happened to
okay.
go down in an Asian country.
But then this is a made up country that's somewhere in another dimension as well. So I know he's spirit traveling, white, rich, like Batman basically again.
He's a spiritual Batman.
Yeah, but Batman went to the League of Assassins, wherever it was, to go do his training and whatnot as well. Like
by Raj Al Ghul. But
look how we talk about superheroes and whatnot for.
by
Yeah, where's the last point on the superhero topic gonna be?
I can't remember. What was crap? You interrupt me, man. I can't remember what I was to say though. Or to make some point. Nah, see now again. Now we just gone.
Spiritual Batman,
Oh,
Green Batman.
No, still in there. But I don't know. With Batman and Superman, at least I'd enjoy it because Superman was getting crap beat out of him. I personally don't like Superman. I find
I agree with you. I never be like I like Batman as a superhero, but I can acknowledge that Batman is a ridiculous superhero in the sense that you don't have the superpowers.
They have
to superhero, superpower. Like
the man's
you don't be
super intelligent.
He's super rich. That's the man power. That's
the man's super intelligent is super rich. Okay.
Like not like to me, Flash was always my favorite.
But Flash and Batman was my favorite.
Super speed was always like my favorite superpower in any like fictional thing.
X-Men is what?
Other than possibly X-Men is Marvel.
X-Men is Marvel.
Yeah.
You think we will see X-Men in any of these Marvel mashups, or have we so far? No.
I don't know. Don't think so.
Those worlds ever cross?
I don't know. Maybe gotta look into the right too.
In like a cartoon or tonight you can remember?
Nah. I'm drawing a blank right there.
Me neither.
Ain't nothing coming.
Because I was wondering if that would be an interesting something like the X-Men versus like
who?
Avengers. I mean all of them both sides got powers. But okay, cool. So what's Tony Stark then?
Was he not an Avenger though?
Yeah, but I mean, in
white privilege. His superhero is dying. His superpower is dying because according to me, the fact that he's dying is why he got that orb thing in his chest. That's coincidentally the power of the suit or whatever. But
again, his superpower have to be intelligent. Had to be intelligence.
Money and intelligence. So like he's another Batman. He's Iron Batman. Like. He's Batman with a pacemaker. Batman with a pacemaker.
So we got Iron Batman. We got Green Batman. What was the other one? We got Batman.
Spiritual Batman.
And they got spiritual. No, we can't have man. Spiritual Batman don't come because he got superpowers up. He's the Iron Fist. Like
Iron Fist Batman. No.
No. He actually got powers. So we can't say nothing. We got female Batman.
Yeah, but we
got female Batman.
The storyline of how it went. I mean, him learning to this secret thing, going train with the people, being like his story has a lot of parallels to Batman still. So yes, he may actually have a superpower, whatever the spirit of the Iron Fist.
But that's how we categorize it. We're talking about powers itself. So that's why I can't put
his cultural appropriation. Yeah, see, he went and learned the Asian secrets.
Yeah, now he's going to the West.
Yeah, his superpower was cultural appropriation.
Wow, but then what's Black Widow then? Black Widow is female Batman.
Yo, there's a lot of there's them other two Avengers that don't do nothing. The one with the gun and the one that is run or the archer thing. Like they in the same category as like Batman.
No. They in the same because he just good with a Hawkeye. He's just good with a bow and arrow. Like other than that,
arrow.
He's
they repeating. They run out of ideas. They have a limited idea. They have a limited amount of ideas they could come up with for superhero concepts. Dog. There's numerous archers in different franchises and series and stuff, and all more or less the same thing.
Oh God, who's like another Batman?
The multiple Flashes.
I think they got one more. But I mean, like we talking about the originals now. I sure they got another Batman. Man. They must have
Robin. Except
he ain't a big. He ain't like a. I mean, everybody know Robin, but he
was never the main thing.
Yeah, no, it was always Batman.
In the Teen Titans or whatever, he was the leader of that squad.
Yeah, but that was like a lower level. That was
but the Teen Titans were legit, dog. I enjoyed that cartoon.
I had enjoyed it immensely. Too, but who like you ever hear about Raven or Sapphire after that or prior to that?
I think they made another Teen Titans or Teen Titans they had another series after like the normal Teen Titans series where they continued. I never watched it. I just never got around to that.
Yo, you really realize we really talking about cartoons?
But superheroes it's fascinating to everybody. I guess everybody has at least one superhero. I met somebody that never heard of Superman. They didn't know Superman. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah,
this Israeli chick and she like. I never came.
That kind of makes sense.
It does, but it was just a weird thing to be like, I talking about Superman, and she like just has no
like all your references and they didn't make no sense.
No clue what was like what Superman. Why is this a big deal type of vibe? And I was like, wow, I've never been in a situation.
We have to explain what Superman was.
Yeah, it was just an interesting experience.
Well, I just show you how different the cultures to be by. Over there, I don't think they have much access to these that kind of like entertainment material.
I wouldn't know in detail, but
from
she was just like, I just don't know. I just never heard of it. I mean, I feel like I see you checking the time and stuff, monitoring the time.
Yeah, I think we could wrap up with the superhero discussion.
Man.
And
Okay, why are we wrapping up on the superhero? Favorite superpower? Come on, like I said, like Flash was always my favorite superhero, and like in the X-Men world, Quicksilver, like the super speed thing, Incredibles, the little kid, Dash. Like,
I conflicted, but if you're talking about like
or Nightcrawler, Jumper,
you see,
teleportation, that's for me. Either super speed or teleportation.
That for me as well. But then, like, if you're talking about actual practicality, you have to ask me in two different things.
But I also would love to be a firebender, dog. Like Avatar type of shit. Like I would love to be able to.
What kind of super? You see, this is how we gonna end up being here for the next like a whole 45 minutes now. So I could just make this answer short. For me, it would be teleportation or super speed. We're gonna go back in this superhero thing next time. But I think it would have to be that for me. Super speed or teleportation. Because to me that's most practical. I don't have to fucking think about going or anything. I'm like,
commuting. Yeah.
That's the sickest thing to me. But
I understand.
That would be my turn. That's something we gonna ask. This is a good thing. If I actually listen to the whole thing, for those who stuck to us again for the whole hour, what would be your favorite superpower?
And one last question: who's your favorite superhero?
By Batman. For me, Batman.
Okay, from that's DC. Then from Marvel, Avengers and all of them things, X-Men. I guess they're not all superheroes, but from the Marvel universe.
Iron Man and Spider-Man. Spider-Man because he friggin' sarcastic as hell. And to me, that's like a big trait of mine.
What about Deadpool, though?
That
the latest movie, though.
Deadpool is a combination of Iron Man and Spider-Man. I think that.
I always enjoy Tony Stark's personality self.
Yo, he's a dick.
The smart. I like him.
Yes, he's a dick, and I feel like it is resonated. Yeah,
I understand. You can relate to that.
This man's sarcasm too to be ridiculous. But yeah, I would say. But yeah, them two.
True.
Yeah, man, them two.
Okay, yeah, for me, I guess Flash, like I done said, that would be DC. And Marvel, it would probably be an X-Men, but that's cheating. Then I could pick Quicksilver, and it's like basically the same
thing.
person.
Yeah. No.
If you had to be another X-Men,
a main one.
If you had to be another X-Men, cause from back in the days, like Gambit was always one of my favorite.
Yeah,
this man with his staff and he exploding cars and
you see, another stick.
Yeah, but he was he was a stick. He had a stick. Yeah,
Yeah. Mine was Gambit too.
Like from my favorite X-Men would probably be Gambit. Like Rogue was cool, Nightcrawler was cool. Yeah,
Rogue used to freak. No, not Rogue. Mystique used to freak me out.
I like Rogue in the original series. X-Men Evolution, they'd make her kind of whack because in the other one she could fly and stuff like that as well.
I kind of like the whole ice thing too, no? Having like ice powers.
Pyro, cool. I like fire bending and stuff. In the world of Avatar, the Fire Nation, they was always my people.
If you had to choose, that's a better question.
If
you had to choose an element,
easy fire bending. Air bending would be cool, but for me, like water bending, technically the strongest people. Like, but fire. Like fire is cool. That whole lightning stuff, like what Azula used to do, like that's dope.
But to me, earth bending is more practical. But
why
you be able to do more shit? I mean, like I don't know, like build shelters.
You can make a house. Yeah, cool.
Those kind of things. I don't know. I'm much of a water person, so maybe that's why I ain't really thinking of like the water.
But the water benders, they got the healing ability as well. That's known as only to water benders, and then they got blood bending, which is basically I control your body like a puppet.
But then don't
the
forget,
water benders are the strongest. I'll acknowledge that.
But you find so? No, I mean no.
Katara,
okay, yeah. Okay,
anybody that controlling your body, if you can blood bend, Katara, you can't beat that.
Time out. King, we gotta stop this because we're getting way too geeky here, but way too geeky.
We lose all of the casual listeners, all the people who looking for pop culture and things.
Yeah, this was not the bedoeling of this episode.
Revealing a different side.
But that's okay. We're going to have this episode though. We're going to come, but. Everybody, thanks for sticking with us for our next episode, next week at the LinkUp podcast. If you like what we was talking about, give us a comment, give us a like on Facebook. If you want something if you want to hear us talk about a specific topic, leave us know in the comments. If you want us,
and you can just pose the question. Let us know what your favorite superpower is and your favorite superhero from either DC and Marvel
or both.
Yeah, from both universes, let us know what your favorite superheroes in the comments, or DM us, whoever it is you feel like getting in contact with us, just for the sake of it, just for curiosity and thing. And also, if you checked out, if you listen to either one of the projects, the Magic song,
both
Rise Again,
actually not
or
if.
the Ankh Life, we want you to check them out.
Yeah, go and check out these two things. There's local St. Martin people. We were trying to big up the island and the Caribbean as much as possible. That's the whole point of the LinkUp podcast.
So check them out. Let us know what you think.
Leave us know what you think. And then again, as well, if you have anybody specifically you want to bring on the show, you want us to interview or have a conversation about, leave us know in the comments or hit us up directly. And with that being said, Mr. King.
Yeah, we'll see you the next time we link up.
Yes. Bless up.
No.